Hello and welcome to Dyson Adventure. I am Matt, your Dungeon Master for this evening. Today we are taking a slightly different approach in terms of storytelling. We are not using D&D, we are taking a stab at Candela Obscura. So I'm just going to let the players introduce themselves and who they are playing, and then we'll get into some creepy business. We will start with M.
Yo, my name's she, they pronouns. I'll be playing Dr. Bennington today, who is a doctor in this game. So she, they, and he, any pronouns are good. Wearing kind of a meticulous, slightly shiny suit with a lime green tie, a little top hat with a bow on it. And yeah.
Hey, I'm Sen. I'll be playing as Catherine Hoffman today. She is a business owner, very nice, very respectful. She is in her late 50s. She has white hair. She wears a pantsuit today, and she's probably in her office just handling some business.
Hi, I'm Gisborne. I'll be playing Nathaniel Stone, a grizzled veteran detective of about 20 years on the force. Basic kind of detective idea, kind of like flat cap with no top hat. No, is it the bucket hat? So anyway, apologies. Big overcoat, tie, pretty formal wear, with brown eyes, blackish hair, and just tired look on his face.
Hello, my name is Lampshade Lad, but you can just call me Lampshade Lad. He, him pronouns. I'm playing Slackjaw, Robert Slackjaw McGuinness, ex-mafia goon turned reluctant hitman. He is a tall barrel of a man, just pure necessary muscle, wearing a loose fit rolled up at the arms, a white shirt, this tie that just barely comes down to the middle of his chest at the size of him, some nice bracers, and some plaid trousers. He's trying to be as formal as possible, but hard to buy many clothes at the XL Big Guy store. So he'll be joining us as sort of our muscle for the evening.
Hello, I'm James, he, they pronouns. I tonight will be playing Casey Hatch, who is a very troubled author. He goes by he, him. He's quite introverted, very haunted, and eccentric. Visually, he has kind of long brown hair and a scruffy brown beard. He's wearing a brown tweed-like suit that's very unkept. It looks like he's maybe slept in it for a week, with dark shirt and dark tie. And Nathaniel seems very tired with life. Casey looks physically tired all the time and quite gaunt. Yeah.
Okay, so we shall begin. It was on this ground it first happened. The screams that drove them all to it. The ones who didn't die that day wished they did. They would do whatever they could to force their eyes shut, so they no longer had to see the images that plagued their twisted visions. And let's not talk about the voices. Oh God, the voices. Longtown Prison was closed after this day, and it should have stayed that way. But it's this day we focus on the 10th anniversary of the attempted reopening. We dive into Mission Log 113, the case of the Screaming Cell. You all received your calls from Candela, reaching out to you for various needs, some obvious, some not so yet. When you first got the call, you expected a red carpet to be rolled out for you. All that was waiting was a unmarked white van that you all were piled into as Kingsley Morgan, a paled-faced, scruffy-looking lightkeeper wearing a all-black suit with like skull cufflinks, and he's just like brushing his hair out of his face, and he's just like, well, normally under such circumstances we wouldn't make such a rush job of this, you see, but due to the nature of what's going on and each one of yours, looks you all up and down, skill sets, we need to act very quickly. There's been a problem with the reopening of the prison. It has not quite gone to plan. 5 bodies have turned up, each missing crucial parts. We have answered the call and we are on the way there to meet with a Captain Dylan Matthews, and he will debrief you all before you go in. I will remain in the van, and should you need any further help, you are free to come get me or communicate me. As he's saying this, the van like almost goes up on 2 wheels as it like slides around the road. The driver behind this is harsh, but there's a weird sense of feeling secure in this van, even though you're all falling all over the place. And as quickly as the van started, it stops with a screech. And Kingsley's just like, this is your getaway point.
I think that Slackjaw will just raise his hand. He's hunched in the van, just brings his hand up slowly.
Yes.
Yeah, how much does this job pay?
We will discuss payment should you return to the van.
Oh, promising. You got it, boss. And he'll lumber out the van, sliding the door open.
Kingsley, just a recommendation. Next time, please pick something a little better.
Oh, yes, we do normally have better vehicles. It was just a rushed project.
And she will get out of the van, fix her hair.
You say if we come back. Presume that's why I'm here? To try and make sure that we all do?
Correct, Doctor.
Very well.
Well, no sense leaving the day to keep going. He's gonna flip open a pocket, pull out a pack of cigarettes, just light one as he gets out of the van.
Casey still sat in his seat, kind of with his notebook clenched to his chest. He's looking at Kingsley. Why am I here? I'm just here for the ride, right?
I mean, it will be one hell of a ride, but I think we both know why you're here.
I don't really think I can go out there.
Just remember, one foot in front of the other, don't forget to breathe. We've been through this.
Okay. Gonna get up and step out of the van. Look around. Okay.
As you all pile out the van, you see a portly, bald-in gentleman with thick mutton chops that are slowly losing all colour, waiting at the top of the stairs to the entranceway of the prison. He has really bulky, thick, paw-like mitts, and he's just standing there and he's just smoking a cigarette. As soon as he sees you come out the van, he puts that one out, immediately ignites another one.
Well, I believe that we were summoned. Is there something that needs done here?
Well, firstly, let me not get any raw wires crossed with you all. I don't believe in anything you're about to preach to me. But I've just woke up to hear 5 bodies have turned up, all missing body parts. And there's no sign of entrance or exit of anyone. That doesn't seem like it's a police kind of job.
I can confirm you would be laughed out if you send that to the precincts.
Exactly so. I bit my tongue, swallowed my pride, and I made a call. And they said the Crimson Bond is coming. I believe that's you.
What exactly were they missing? Each of the bodies?
You wouldn't believe me if I told you. You're probably best to go in and look yourself.
Well, guessing you've got the keys.
It's open.
Even better. You'll walk up, and instead of opening the door, kind of like, get open. Like, case in hand, on the one hand, cigarette in the other, just...
Nice. Yeah, looks like John's just going to follow suit. Head in through the gate.
After you, Dr. Bennington.
And Benny will make their way in too.
I think Casey's watching the van drive off. Okay. Okay, turn around. Wait up, guys.
The police captain pulls you just slightly, Casey, and he's just like, "Oh, I think you're gonna need this of all people," and he hands you a bucket.
Why would I need the bucket?
You just look to have a slightly weak constitution compared to the others.
I'm not scared about what's in there.
Oh.
And the bucket.
Yeah, he takes bucket.
I'm scared about what's in here.
He just immediately continues smoking. He's just like, okay.
Give him a nod. Run after everybody else.
Yeah. As you all step inside, you do see 5 bodies laid out, sheets over them. People in forensic get-ups just going over, just taping off them. Yeah, and they just kind of just ignore you as you're walking through. They've already been briefed that members of Candela are coming through.
Well, I've never been on this side of it before. Do we have access to go anywhere?
Kind of blowing smoke. It'll be in your face, but most definitely, yeah.
Who need pricey cigarettes, policeman? I mean, pal. Whew.
Must be strange being on the right side for once, eh?
I'm hoping to stay that way. You know, if we get along.
Just keep your nose clean. Put the briefcase on whatever convenient counter nearby.
Yeah, it would be probably you would have to walk further away from the bodies, and it would be a like the entrance desk sort of thing, you know, where you would reception desk. Yeah, that's it.
Could Benny take out a little clicky pen and kind of start poking around at the bodies?
Yeah, definitely.
Casey will wander up behind Benny as well. It's kind of what they're doing at the moment.
As you start poking about the bodies, do you take the sheets off? Yeah.
Yep.
The first sheet you reveal is a young man, possibly in his mid to late 30s. Has quite good looking face, very striking features. He would have had nice light brown hair, and bright sparkly blue eyes if they still had life in them. As you look down further, you notice he's missing both his legs, and not just like from the knee, it's like the whole leg from the hip.
Careful not to touch it, but kind of having a little closer look. Does it seem what might have caused this? Is there any obviously unnatural damage around it?
Yeah, you know what? Give me a focus roll, please.
I'll use one drive for that. So that is a 4.
4. So it's a mixed success. So you do start to determine that possibly something animal, with the sheer force it took, because they're not surgically removed, they have been ripped off. But as you're looking through, you do just overstep and step on the other body. It's just behind, like just next to this one, revealing that one, noticing that this body, a young woman missing her 2 arms.
To disappear to be prison guards,
So
criminals.
this first one seems to be a police officer, the first young man. The second one seems to be like some sort of cleaner. What clothes you can see is like almost like a apron with like very like bloodied, very like basic kind of clothes. You kind of get this guessing of a cleaner. No prisoners yet, as they were reopening the prison. No prisoners have actually gone into it yet. If you do proceed and unveil the other 3, you do see one who seems to be an elderly man close to retirement. He seems to be wearing like a security uniform, missing his bottom jaw. You see a elderly woman, possibly receptionist, missing both her eyes. And you see the last one, a kid, teenager, not related to any of the other possible job roles. He seems to be missing the top half of his skull.
And
Someone's a mess in a collection.
Yes, there's quite some variety here. Does the cores look similar to all of them?
They
Slightly
all look
animalistic.
like, yeah, 100%. Yeah, I'll give you that. Yeah, they all look like they've been pulled off, like an almost like animalistic rage.
Well, it seems that something has ripped these various body parts off. I'm thinking some kind of animal, perhaps.
Does it look like the bodies have been moved, or have they perished where they lie?
You know what? I'm gonna say this is gonna be a survey roll, because you're gonna search to see if they've been moved.
So I roll 2. I'll spend a drive.
Yep.
First one. which that adds me a dice. Is that
Yes,
right?
correct. It adds you 1 dice.
I got a 3, a 4, and a 6.
Oh, so you got a critical success. Cool. So, you know that these bodies have been moved. You know, just like slight looks about the slight trail that they've been cleaned from the floor. You can see they've been dragged. The fact that they're all facing the same way now, and they seem to be in quite a peaceful position of being lied down instead of like the opposed mayhem it should have been, considering the trauma they've all suffered.
They've all been moved. I think they've been placed in those positions.
Walking around, handing gloves to the teammate, it'll kind of get the attention of one of the forensic scientists that are there. Just, did any of you guys move these, or were they found like this?
We brought them to the front. We could not leave them where they were. We did not want to. Obviously, we did not know how this happened, and we didn't want to split forces where they did not need to be split, so we brought them all together. Our rules were simply to wait for the experts to come in and hand them the keys, and then we are to get out of here.
Okay, well, I appreciate that. Anything else you can tell before you leave?
I mean, I could tell you where each one of them was found.
That'd be great. Little notepad, pen.
So, this young boy here, judging by the ID, somewhat of a Joshua Sharp, he was found just on the threshold of the doorway here, and points to where you entered. He seemed like he was running from something when we found him, because he was facing outwards. We have Mrs. Erica Murphy. She was found just where you've placed your equipment over there. She was found on the reception desk. It looks like that she kind of clawed out her own eyes, from what we've worked out. You see the blood in the nails. We checked, and that seems to be her blood.
Perfect. Next.
This gentleman here, Patrick Foster, the old man security guard, he was doing his rounds, bottom floor, first cell. That's where we found him. This young lady here, Erica Palmer, was cleaning out the staff room. That is first floor up to the left. That's where we found her. And this gentleman here, Austin Williams, he was also found in the first cell.
Do we have any records of who was supposed to be working tonight?
Yes, it was supposed to be Patrick's shift as security, and Austin, he was supposed to be the police cover until, you know, it was the first reopening day today. We were supposed to open it out to the public, making sure it's all up to standards, and obviously putting back the evidence files and everything. Speaking of which, he hands you a set of keys. That's all the keys we found. If you did want any, like the record room or the evidence, they are all upstairs with the staff room and everything like that. All the prison cells are down.
One last question. The two that are in the cells together, how did you see how the bodies are placed? Did it look like one did to the other, or did it look more like they were both confronted equally?
It looked like they were both on top of each other when we got there.
Okay. Well, I think that's everything. You're free to go, I guess. Don't want to put you guys more in danger than you already are.
Yes, we do thank you, and both of them pack up and leave.
So, what now? We find the bad guy, bring him in, taking him down. What do we begin with here?
Usually,
Staring at them.
antagonist or the bad guy will appear at the end of the novel. We need to find our way through the story first, and where it started. Using the information from where the bodies were,
Yeah.
can I kind of work kind of backwards almost to figure out where it started? And if I'm right, it was the cell.
I'll tell you what, make me a focus roll.
Could Benny use a drive and give an extra dice? Or is that how it works?
No,
or
it's not unfortunately
No,
how it
okay.
works, unfortunately. I wish.
How many do I roll this one? Sorry, give me 1 second. I just need to figure out how many I roll.
Should at any point you should not roll any more than 6 for anyone.
So 2d8 to those. So I've got 2 in focus.
Yes. So you
Right.
roll 3.
A 6, a 5, and a 1.
6, a 5, and a 1. Okay, so mixed success.
Mhm.
You do find the conclusion you was piecing together in your head. There is a point that points to the cell being the first point of contact. However, you start to feel an itch in your head that you cannot quite scratch. It starts to niggle.
Nathaniel,
You
I
alright?
think we need to go to the cell.
Yeah, I was thinking the same.
Something's missing. Something's not right. And I can't see it.
Well, my apartment so far was a possible fighting cell one between there, but that doesn't make sense if it's the cover guard and the supporting officer until it opens, so it would be confusing having both authority figures that are meant to be working together fight each other, so cell one it is, I guess.
As you both enter the first cell, out of just habit, Slackjaw posts himself outside and is just gonna like stand, like just watch. He's just following.
We have a bleed detector, right?
You can have one, yeah?
Can I try and activate it?
Yeah. What are you trying to... so where are you going with this bleed detector? Walk me through what you're trying to do.
I basically just want to see if there's any possibility the bleed is still active.
Okay. And are you following the process down to the cell with the rest of the guys, or are you going your own way?
I do think I would stay closer to where the boy was found, because I assume that was the last one.
Okay. As you take out your bleed detector and hover over the doorway, there's a slight reading. Minimal. Doesn't really... It's not even worth really mentioning how minimal it is on your detector. And as you turn to pull it away, as it goes to face the bodies, it spikes slightly. Not too much. Just enough for you to notice that there's something.
Is Dr. Bennington still with the bodies?
Yep, I think they'd still be poking them a bit.
There is something still active within them. It's not a lot, but it's still there.
Do you think it would be worth taking them apart a little bit? Trying to determine a bit more about this?
Wouldn't hurt. They're already dead.
And kind of taking out a medical bag, setting it on the table, taking out a few kind of medical equipment-y things, and starts kind of picking up where these missing limbs and such are.
Okay.
Trying to dig in a bit.
Okay. I'm going to get you to roll me a control roll for the finesse of using your medical tools.
I think I'm going to use 2 drives for that. Not great. That's a 6.
Okay. So you do manage to cut around it, and as you do cut around it, you notice it does not bleed. In the sense of the crimson red thing. It doesn't bleed in that way. Instead, this almost like inky substance just starts to slowly pour out of it. Kind of the consistency of washing up liquid. Another thing you do notice as you are picking at these areas, the wounds look like they're already cauterized.
Something definitely wrong here. And with any of their background in occult research, is anything tweaking?
Nothing's tweaking as of yet. It's just you're getting like you see like every wound. So for instance, all the body parts missing, the wound that it's left is already cauterized. And as you go picking, it's all dripping this like ink, like washing up consistency liquid. It does smell quite bad. It's like almost like a stink of sulfur, like rotten eggs, like that kind of smell.
What is that?
Quite unpleasant, I'd say. Not seen anything quite like it.
Should we take a sample?
I think that would probably be worth it, yes. And I
Just so,
presume-
guessing you two would know, the big case he put on, just investigation equipment, there'll be vials, stuff like that. More than welcome to use it, kind of thing.
I'd imagine there might be some in the medical equipment anyway, but yeah, cool. Just taking them out and carefully trying to get some of this liquid in it.
The camera will pan away from you two for a moment and come down to the cells where you three are currently. You see on your way here, all the other cells open, new beds have just been put in. There's a sense of like a new mattress of kinds. Definition of new, very loose, but newer than it would have been if it'd been left there to rot for 10 years. The one cell that is known as Cell 1 is the only cell that's locked. This is also the cell that is completely, almost like refurbished. Bed made, table laid. You see like shaving equipment on the table. Like shaving foam. You see like a razor blade with no blade. And you see a mirror in this room as well. This room also has a sink.
Any sign that the bodies were here at all? Or does it look pristine?
it would look pristine if it wasn't for the blood in the center of the room that drifted out of the cell.
Is there any items in particular where we can surmise the bodies were? So maybe something they were holding that they dropped?
Give me a focus roll.
Ooh. I'm going to gild this one, I think. I got a 1, 2, 3, and a 6.
Okay, so another success. As you look around, you see a wallet, just like on the edge of, about to be under the bed, seemingly dropped out of a pocket. There seems to be a wallet in there. A wallet is dropped there. You also notice that there's a bloody handprint on these pristine sheets.
Nathaniel, under the bed. And Casey will point out, because he's kind of staying close to the door, but inside the cell.
Yeah, make sure it's unlocked and all that as well first. And...
Yeah, it's very stiff, though, but it does open, and it does open with, like, this horrid, like... It echoes throughout the rest of this whole cell block.
For something so refurbished, they didn't really do much for the door.
I think keeping the doors tight is probably their best option. But yeah, by the bed, there's looks like a wallet, purse.
Okay, let me have a look. And he'll kind of skirt around the obvious pile, take tweezers out of a pocket, one of the evidence bags that he would have picked up out of the case, and kind of go and retrieve it, for lack of a better word.
Okay, yeah, you managed to pick out the wallet with these tweezers. You want to place it in the bag? What do you want to do with the wallet?
Yeah, put it in the evidence bag, and then kind of, while it's in the evidence bag, open it up and see who it might have belonged to. If there is an ID or anything.
There is an ID in it. It is of a Mr. Austin Williams.
Yep, that kind of tracks. They were both found in him, both Mr. Williams and Mr. Foster.
You also do notice there's like a folded up sheet of paper in this wallet. And also there's like a picture in like the picture, you know, like wallets have like that picture cut out for it.
Yeah, a little window. Yeah.
In that picture, there is a picture of the man you saw with no legs out front, Austin Williams. You also see a very young, beautiful woman standing next to him, and 2 children.
Okay, family man.
What you notice as well with this picture is there is pen marks crossing out his legs, the children's eyes, and the arms of the woman.
I take the wallet out of the bag and then remove the picture and see if it's on the picture, or if it's on the plastic of the little window.
Okay, you do that. It's on the picture.
Well, this is concerning.
And also, as you do that, you do drop the folded up bit of paper out the wallet as well.
We'll get to that in a second. I'll pass it to Cassie and go, it seems a resemblance of what the scene we saw out front.
Take the picture. Have a look at it. Oh. Were the parts with the body?
No, haven't found those yet, if possible. And now we'll investigate the paper.
Okay. You pick up this folded up bit of paper. Unfold it, and it seems to be a letter. A confession letter. Dated 10 years ago. And it's just like, it reads as such. Sorry to leave it this way to you, son. It's been a really hard few nights on shift. I've tried everything, but that voice just tells me I have to find a way out. So I did. I'm writing this to let you know that even though you will grow up alone, we all did love you. And that's what the letter says.
Well, doesn't make any sense to me just yet. Pass it to Cass and kind of step out the cell and just gently tap on Robert's shoulder and be like, I should be fine with Cass here. I can probably protect us both. You might want to make sure the others are alright.
Aye, aye, sir. And Slackjaw will march back to where Catherine and the doctor are.
Just keep an eye out. Don't let anything lead you astray. The only things we can be certain of are the only... Just make sure that we are the only people we converse with. We don't know what could be here.
As we will follow the camera, we'll follow the camera with Slackjaw walking back up the stairs to meet up with the other two members of your troop. Can you make me a focus roll as you're walking up these stairs and you see legs just make the corner before you get up there?
Okay. I'll have to spend a drive, so I'm not taking the worst of two. Let's give this a shot. That's a 3.
3? Mixed success. You pick up speed a bit to catch up with these legs. When you get to them, you just find a pair of legs just on the floor. And a slight whisper in your ear of, "Oh, you can do it."
He will. So he's staggered a bit by seeing these, and then at the sign of the whisper, he's just like wheeling around, and he's trying to survey to see if he can see anything else moving in the periphery. He's going to be trying to like look around the area, see if he's seeing any movement. He saw these legs. He's going to see if any other shadows are moving.
Yeah, give me a survey roll.
Okay. Spin this. It's a 1. He is temporarily blind. He looked around and forgot to open his eyes. What was that? What's going on? Okay, well, that's not good. All right.
As you look around and panic slightly, saying, "What's going on?" you feel these hands on your chest push you backwards, and you're going to take a body mark as you tumble back down the stairs.
Damn it! It's not funny! This like prat falls down the stairs. Oh, that's hilarious. Oh, you guys. Oh, yeah, we're all pals here. Push me down the stairs. Oh, what's going on here? That's it. And he's going to march back up the stairs And he's just stomping back to like, you know, hey, Doc, boss, which one of yous was it? And you just hear this echoed in the corridor as Slackjaw's approaching you, where the bodies are.
So coming back to you two, as you hear this quite annoyed sounding Slackjaw coming back up through the halls.
Is everything alright there?
Oh, I'm just peachy keen. You know, we got a real prankster in here. I can't believe there's no one to use. I can't believe. So you two didn't move from here at all?
We did not. What happened?
All right, well, first of all, I found a clue. Those legs, I think they're over there. By the stairs. You know what else is by the stairs? My eternal shame. Something whispered in my ear, pushed me down. I have reason to believe it might be one of yous. Maybe not you, boss, but Doc, I know you're the playful size. You run very quickly.
I can't say that I know what you're talking about.
One of you
Don't
pushed me down
suppose
the
you've
stairs.
seen
Someone
anything
must
like this before, have you? And taking out one of the vials, giving it a little...
You got some, ink? What is it?
Well, it certainly looks that way, but slightly more viscous.
It's pungent, Doc. Where'd you get that?
From the bodies.
What? He's just out of instinct, he just like pokes a stump. He's like, I'm thinking, is like, what is this? He's just poking like a little, where a leg used to be. So these are definitely over there, but it gets it's like this inky, soapy substance.
It's like the consistency of like washing up liquid, and like it feels like that as you get it on your hands.
He's like, jeez.
Catherine and Doc, you do notice this substance upon Slackjaw's shirt, like handprints.
Oh, you made contact.
I made contact with the bloody floor. What are you talking about?
Do you have any idea what's touched you? Did you see anything?
Some absolute joker pushed me over. Was whispering all like, oh, you could do it. I presume he was saying I could fall on my fucking ass. And then he pushed me down the stairs.
My dear
Presumably because I
Robert,
got too close to the truth, finding those legs over there.
I think you might be right. I think
What
you
are you
were
looking
pushed
at?
by...
What's going on? Oh, what? Are you kidding me? Oh, I only have 3 of these bloody things. Are you serious? This wasn't one of yours? You're standing by where this is all coming from.
I think you were touched by your killer.
Come on. Well, this is a killer. He runs awful fast. I was up on my feet. Look at they split.
Let's
That's
go
one way
get...
to prove our innocence, I suppose. And we'll hold up a just clean hand.
Right. And he looks at his hand and it's still like smeared. He's like, I guess he doesn't clean off that easy. At this point, he's given up on keeping a clean shirt. He's just wiping it off, just making a mess. Ay, jeez. God, I don't easy to the dumb no more. Left me out of the room. So yeah, legs down there. Oh,
Yeah.
and they're still playing detective in the cellar. Well, I guess one of them's a real detective, but still.
You should go check those legs out.
Yeah, they're right over here. I'll show you, boss. And he's just gonna lead the way.
Okay, leading them back down that way. As you get to where the legs were, they're not there.
Okay. I know how it looks or how it doesn't look.
Did you lie to me?
There were legs there. I swear, they were right there.
Are you lying to me?
Yeah, I put black handprints on my favorite shirt. Threw myself down the stairs. Came here, told you about legs that had disappeared. Do I look like I'm joking, boss? I'm taking deadly serious.
Is there any residue around from like the ink? Like,
Give me
substance.
a focus roll.
I will use a drive on this one.
Yep.
That's a 5.
5? Okay. As you look, you do get like the odd like bit on your fingers as you touch where the legs should be. And you too now hear a voice. Come on, you can do it.
Does Slackjaw hear that as well?
No, you don't.
Interesting. Okay. So he's just staring at the spot where the legs were, like he's trying to will them back into place, like he's really, really angry.
Doc,
Yes?
I think we might have an issue.
Anything I can help with?
He was in my head.
Well, that's peculiar.
I think I had the same interaction as Robert here as well.
You think there's something from beyond the flare interfering here?
I believe so. In my case, it happened when I touched the ink, though. Did you touch anything before that voice happened?
Well, I don't want to disturb the scene. I was just going to report back to you, then I heard him. Then the absolute muck pushed me down the stairs, soon to be dead man thing. And then I went to see you. I don't think I touched nothing.
You three
Sounds-
on the staircase start to hear fingers drumming.
Okay. Oh, now I got you. Where's that coming from? Can Slidejaw's immediately going to try and
Yeah,
trace
it's
that?
coming from up because obviously the cells are down, so it's coming from up.
I got you, you slippery bastard. And he's just going to bolt up the stairs.
Okay. Yeah, so you run up the stairs. And you just see like the corridor that's heading back to the entranceway. Just as you get there, lights just start to fade ever so slightly. Get really, really dim, almost dark as you get up there. And you just hear dra, 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 as multiple fingers, seemingly coming from a few hands, start to drum on the wall. Dra, dra, dra.
We should follow him.
After you?
I think so. Is it just very dark up there? I'm not seeing much as the lights up.
No, you're not seeing much at all. It's like
Interesting.
the lights were on in like the reception area, but they've all just dimmed. They're almost like pitch black now. And they just slowly keep getting lower and lower with each drum of the fingers.
Hey, boss, Doc, whoever's here, they found a light switch. And they're rolling dice down the hall? I don't know what this is. You make any sense of this? Hey, you're not impressing anyone, you clown!
I will turn on my phone's flashlight,
Okay.
trying to see anything.
As you turn your flashlight on, highlighting, you've caught up with Slackjaw now? Catherine? Yeah?
I assume.
Okay. Oh no, I'm just asking if you turned
I
it
was,
on before.
I was following.
Yeah, no,
Yes, I
just
caught
asking
up to my human shield.
As you start to flash the light around now, you see that inkyly black substance on the walls, like hands just like pulling down on the walls.
We got a rogue arts and crafts tearing folk apart. This is what we're after. This is why we get Candelos. Okay. And he's just going to start looking around. He's going to get right up to where some of these marks are. He's just going to lean in, try and like watch as it happens.
Yeah. As you see the marks there, you now continue hearing the brah, brah, brah. But now you start to hear the tapping of a foot.
Boss, you don't need to get any closer. We can all see this. He doesn't turn away from the wall.
And I need you to roll me a move.
Okay.
Roll, please.
2 dice. Okay. 5.
As you're staring at this inky hand marks, looking around, and you're still hearing the brah, brah, and the tapping. T, t, brah, brah, t, t. As instinctively, you turn away for a split second just to see if your boss, if Catherine isn't moving forward, just to, as you would say, mess with you. As you turn back, there's just these faces protruding out of the walls. Just mouth open wide, and they all seem to be like bubbling, like they're boiling in the back of this wall. Just as straightforward, a hand rockets towards you. With a 5, you do manage to dodge the hand.
Okay, and this is like from the wall that he was
Yes.
so he turns around, and there's like, what, the back wall? Is that
No,
right?
no,
He's
so you
looking
turn
at
around
or-
and you come back, and there's just
Oh, and it's the
faces
wall
there,
that you were
yeah.
looking at. Okay, so he just staggers back. It's like, genius! Not again, are you seeing this? Doc, boss, you seeing this?
Guys, you might
Catherine,
want to come up
you didn't see
here.
anything.
Oh. What are you
You
talking
just-
about?
No.
You just
You
see
seeing this?
you just see the ink marks. You didn't see anything else.
The ink, yeah.
The hand of the faces coming out of the walls. It's another, what did I call it? She had hallucination. Don't tell me it's just me hallucination. That just means I'm crazy. It's a head. It came out of the wall. It almost hit me. That was practically tangible.
I think he's playing a little bit with you.
Boss, I don't kid. I ain't got much of an imagination. The doctor always said there's nothing going on up here, but still, this I saw. That happened. This place has got some crazy things going on in here. He's starting to get a bit shaken.
I will activate the detector again and see what's the status in this room at the moment.
As you look around this room with the detector, again, slight flickering. You turn it to face Slackjaw, and it spikes. It.
This is not good, my dear.
What is that? You stunt detector?
It is our killer's detector.
The what? What is he saying?
I think he has touched your mind, maybe.
Well, I almost got touched all right by the stinking wall. Serious. You know what? It's fine. It's dark. Probably saw nothing. I don't know what that's reading. I don't buy this. I'm posting by the stairs. You can call me if you need me. I'm just. And he's gonna head back to the stairs and just take a step back. He's gonna leave it to the doc and the boss to just look into this. He's like, I'm not gonna have this investigation thing. I stare at a wall, almost attacks me. Good job, Slackjaw. He's gonna take a step back.
What's Dr. Bennington doing in this moment? Did you follow them back up straight away? What's happening?
So I think they are kind of looking up, tilting their head a bit. Do you think that I should give him a look over? Make sure everything's alright, or more
After-
pressing issues.
That reading, I think that might be important to do.
Probably a good idea then. And kind of amble out next to Slackjaw.
Look,
Do you
Benny,
think-
I mean, I feel fine. You don't need to look over me. I'm okay. I can handle it. It's just my mind's playing tricks. It's okay. I don't know. I don't think I saw nothing.
I know that you can handle most things, but this is something a bit outside of our day-to-day happenings.
All right.
Just to check.
You're the doc boss, Benny. All right, let's go. Where do you need me?
Perhaps. And looking around for empty room or something, just with a seat in.
Yeah, there would be an empty room, like just next to this one.
If you wouldn't mind taking a seat.
Okay, boss. And you'll just sit down.
And kind of having a little look around.
Okay. I'm gonna say, as you're like looking him over, I'm gonna call that a focus roll.
And we'll burn one more drive. So that's 4.
Oh, okay. As you're looking him over, everything physically about him looks fine. You test his reflexes, they come back, they're good as gold. Just as you like look back and, you know, putting your equipment away after doing your test, you do see him start to pull at his jaw and keep pulling and pulling and pulling.
I think, are you quite alright? That
So what do you think, Doc? Am I gonna be okay?
Well, I think you should probably stop that for a start.
What do you mean?
You keep pulling at your jaws. Is something the matter?
Doc, I ain't doing nothing. Stretched.
And then there's, you know, there's that moment you just blink. And he's fine. He's just sitting there, just waiting for you to tell him whether
He's scratching his chin. His big lantern jaw, he's just scratching his chin. You okay, boss? Who?
Yes,
We call
sorry.
a doctor for the doctor? You alright?
No, it seems that it's just been a long day, I'm sure. You sure
Telling
you're
me.
feeling all right?
I'm a bit shaken, but I'm feeling okay. You
I suppose
okay,
that
Doc?
probably makes sense.
Right. Well, as long as I got a clean bill of health, I'm gonna stay
Yes,
away from the
everything
walls,
seems fine.
I suppose. Whew.
We again pull away from you three, and the camera shifts back to the cell with Nathaniel and Casey. What is?
Reading the bit of paper. Be like, the writing is a little bit hackneyed, but it's definitely emotion and feeling. This has come from the heart, from truth. And the picture. And look at the picture. And I'm going to use my miasma
Okay.
ability to see if I can tell if or how this object's been affected by bleed. And I think he'll do that as he's looking like kind of face to face with Nathaniel. And then you'll notice him stare at the picture quite intently. Then all of a sudden, his eyes roll back in different directions. So one kind of goes like, and then you can just see white.
As you almost go into this trance-like state, you vision becomes inky. It's that bleed, it's that substance, that connection to the unknown. You then feel a strong pull to the paper. The paper. No, not the paper. The wallet. Not the wallet, the person. There is a strong pull to the identity of this person. You feel that this person, for whatever reason, it started with him. The bleed affected him first.
Come back around. It was him. He came first. It started here. With this one and kind of gesture, the whole kind of like wallet. We need to go. I need the body. I need to see this body. It was this one.
And that's a great place to take a break.
Uh-oh.
Welcome back. As you've just found out this bit of information, Casey.
Are you coming?
Yeah, I think I'm done here. Can't believe that they missed such a vital piece of information. It's just sitting there. You spotted it as soon as we got in.
I don't think they quite know what they're doing in this situation.
Yeah, well.
Hence why you're here.
Yeah, well, I just want to check something quickly before we go. I'm gonna walk to the cell next to it and just look at the layout and see if there's anything that's different between the two cells' layouts.
Are you trying to leave this cell?
Yes.
The first thing you notice as you turn around to leave this cell, the cell door shuts. And you do recall the trouble and the horrid noise it made when you opened it the first time.
Okay, with that happening, can I make sure I still have the keys on me? Or have they magically vanished as well?
No, you still got the keys.
Well, considering I can see you, I'm pretty sure you didn't do that.
No.
Great. Gonna walk over and try and pull it open.
Make me a strike check.
Oh, fair. I'll drive this because why not? Well, that didn't help. That's a 2 and a 1.
Okay. As you try to open this cell door, it does not budge an inch. You also now hear a voice. Come on, you can do it.
Thanks for the words of encouragement, I guess. Look, I'm gonna look around the cell.
I didn't say anything.
No, I know your voice. I know it wasn't you. Okay. Do you think there's another way out of here? Probably not, given it's a prison cell. Good point.
Can't we get out? Can't we leave?
Unless it's also locked itself, which you shouldn't be able to, but hit the keys off the belt, because I guess I would have just clipped them there. I'll reach my arm through the bar with the cell key and try and put it in the lock.
As you do, the key gets very difficult to get in the lock, and you start to see these teeth falling out of the lock.
Well, someone skipped lunch. I don't think we're getting out at the moment. We're in the middle of a event by the looks of it.
Just check. Am I perceiving that this door has slammed shut and teeth are falling out?
Yes.
Great.
Gonna retract my arm and make sure the keys are on me, because this is our only lifeline out of here. And I don't want whatever it has getting them and leaving us in here. Any ideas?
I don't know. I grab my notebook and I'm going to open it. I'm going to close my eyes and I'm going to listen. And knowing that Nathaniel has just heard something, I'm going to try and listen.
Okay.
Also.
I'm going to call this a sense roll to try and attune with your surroundings channel.
Cool. So I've got 1, 2, 3, and I'm going to use a gilded on it as well.
Yep.
While he's doing this, I'm going to go on guard. I'm going to put my other hand on my hip and just cock the pistol back.
Okay.
So it's ready just in case, and just be vigilant.
Can I use a gilded and burn a drive on the same?
As long as you don't roll more than 6 dice.
Cool. I think it would take me up to 6.
Yeah, so 6 is the max dice you can roll.
Okay.
Max number of dice. Let me speak proper. I'm speaking like Slackjaw.
What's wrong with that?
Oh, wow. Okay, so I got 3, 2, and then 4 5s. My gilded was also a 5.
Okay. As you sit and focus, everything goes quiet in your mind. Just the as teeth continue to pour out the lock. You try and pick up on this presence. And you feel something. This grip on your mind. That itch you had now becomes a gaping hole into your head. As you perceive this spider coming out from it. Coming out from there, going to where the bed is. And you just hear
Hello? Hello? I think I need to look under the bed. Close notebook. Hold it to my chest. Kind of try to look under the bed the best I can without actually getting down.
Yeah, I'm just aiming on you to keep you safe back there. Just kind of like locked, facing forward.
As you look under the bed, you see like this sphere. It's like right at the back of the bed. It's too dark with like the lighting in the cell and anything to make out, but it looks like a sphere.
There is a globe or a ball or something under the bed.
You don't know what it is?
It looks round.
Do you want a light?
Does it look?
Kind of almost as big as a football.
So it's like a playing ball, size of a playing ball.
Okay, do you want me to try and get it?
Yes.
You what?
Yes.
Okay.
Back up a little bit.
Tell me when you're looking so I can turn around, yep?
Yeah. I'm on you.
And then I'll turn around and, okay, back of the bed, yeah?
Yeah, under the bed, in the back. And I will watch Nathaniel, not take my eyes off him.
Take hand off gun, pull out the lighter that he uses for a cigarette, light that, and go under the bed and have a look for it.
You now see the back of a human head.
Wow. They found the Sasquatch.
Aren't they usually reside in like forests?
That was a joke. It looks like... Was any of the people missing a head?
No.
No. Head's missing.
Okay, well, I can look and get a head. Well, at least the back of one by the looks of it. I'm gonna fucking regret this. It's gonna reach out and like grab the hair and go to pull it out from underneath the bed.
As you pull on the hair and you pull it out, you are now holding a flesh suit for a skull. As just hair, sinew, flesh, and ichor drips.
Yeah, that's a little off-putting.
Is that a mask?
You're meant to be looking the other way. We can swap in a second. I'm gonna drop it on the bed and go back to looking at the door and go, okay, you can look.
Yeah, I'm going to pick it up.
You're going to pick up...
Getting hurt, not gross stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, pick it up.
So it's hair into this flesh, into this sinew. It just drips.
Does it look like it's
fresh?
Yeah. Does it look like it's been ripped off something, or does it look like it's been made?
Oh, this looks like it's been pulled off.
Yeah. Okay.
Something. Also, another thing you may remember. I need you to make a focus roll for remembering, and we discussed what that means for you. So if you can make the adjustments to that roll.
3 and a 1.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, not good.
As you hold this thing and you look, this thing opens up, teeth lined to the edges of this, and it chomps on your arm. I'm gonna get you to take a body mark.
Nathaniel. Just, I'm not even gonna let him turn around. Just gonna grab him and pull him. Be like, get it off! It's biting me.
Just light. I'm gonna set fire to the hair.
Okay. As you do that, you just hear.
Move your arm quick. And I'll grab the flesh head thing and just throw it into the corner of the room while it's on fire.
Okay, yeah, as you do that, it burns. The teeth stop coming out of the lock.
Okay. You alright?
Tie it around my arm.
Okay.
I'm okay.
The teeth are stopped. I'm going to try and get us out now, okay?
Yeah, let's go. I'm going to pretty much be back to back with them. Just
get the keys. And I'll try getting it into the lock again. And trying unlocking it.
Yeah, you get it in this time, you unlock it, then it opens.
Okay.
We need to get to the body.
Yeah, and we also... Yeah, we need to be be aware, be careful. Yeah. How's the light situation? Has the lights changed anything, or is it still all looking normal?
It's very like almost black. Like they all dimmed, and it's very difficult to see now.
Okay, this is going to be horrible to walk through. So I've got a torch. I'm going to use my one step ahead and just pull out like this big floodlight like hand torch and just like, we'll use this, and I'll just light the way.
Okay.
And I will take the pistol out of the holster and kind of the whole crossed-armed floodlight. Just stay close to me, back to back.
Follow behind him. I think a clenched notebook in one hand, pull the pen out on the other one, and be like.
Okay. As you two start to make your way back up to the entrance area, you three, Slackjaw, Dr. Bennington, Catherine, you just hear this in the moments that passed.
Oh dear, they're gonna be having fun down there.
Perhaps we should go
Yeah, we should
see what they're up to.
maybe make sure they're okay.
As we
What do you
meet
think,
back
boss?
up with Catherine. Mr. McGinnis has her, and the voices in his head seem to be doing just fine.
They weren't in my head, they were in my ears, which is how they get in my head. They were external is what I'm saying, okay? You ain't call me crazy, alright?
Quite.
I don't think you're crazy, don't worry.
I know you don't, boss.
As you three get together, you hear doom, 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 doom. And it's almost like the shuffling of feet after each thud. It's like a doom, doom.
Can I tell where that's coming from? Is it the stairs or?
No, it's come from the entranceway. Slackjaw, you're no slouch to this sort of thing. Can you make me a focus roll, please? This is for remembering the sounds.
All right, let's have a try. You know what? Yeah, I'm going to spend a drive. I don't want the worst of two. 1 sec. Oh, 6. Oh shit! Okay,
Lovely.
awesome.
This
Wow.
sound, your ears pick up and you're like, hang on. Old lady slippers and a walking stick? Grandma Gladys, is that you?
There's no way. He was about to reach for his gun, but he just stops. And just familiarity just flashes over his eyes. They're usually sunken in through these furrowed brows, but they just rise a second. No way. Grandmama? How'd you get in here? Hello? And he's gonna run after them.
Okay. As you dart off, I will give you two a moment to react in just a second, but as he darts off, I'm going to get you to make a move roll for me while these guys get a chance to react to... You just see Slackjaw just immediately say Grandmama and bolt.
Ooh. 5.
Okay. So yeah, he runs very fast. There's a couple of stumbles on like the Ica when he gets there, but he sprints off. What are you two doing in this moment?
Don't suppose his grandmother is an inmate here? Would you happen to know?
Do I know that?
I mean, considering it's been shut...
I assume not.
Yeah. The safe bet is no.
I think she's just tired. I don't see a reason why she would be here.
Perhaps more voices then.
You just off in the hall, you hear echoing down like, Grandmama! They can't arrest you yet! The police ain't open! It's just turning the corner.
And as you do turn that corner, you do see an old lady with a walking stick, hunched over. This shock of like what you can make out in like the limited lighting you have, grey like curly hair, this pink fleece like cardigan, this skirt like way below the knee, and just these fluffy slippers just skirting along the floor, feet not being picked up, and just every so often just by the bodies you see this visage.
Grandmama, how'd you get in here? I'm busy with stuff. This place should be closed. Come on, let's just get you back to the home. God, you wander far these days, don't you? He's gonna go over and try and put his arm around her.
As you do, she pulls back and looks to you as you see no eyes, no lips, no flesh around the nose, just maggots starting to pour out of each orifice. The skin slowly becoming shriveled, and her mouth just opens, and you just hear that horrible sucking sound again.
Jesus Christ! He's just gonna pull his arm back, and he's staggering back so hard he just like falls onto the floor, and he's just like looking up.
And yeah, as you stumble to the floor, this old lady rotates her body a full 180, feet still facing away from you, but now the top half of her body is flipped round facing you, and just jumps on you. Fingernails turn into claws as she pounces. You two running after you, you see this interaction.
I will pull out my revolver and I will try and shoot it.
Okay, I'm
just gonna try and hold it.
Okay. I need a control roll from you.
Oh, sorry, from me or from her?
That's
yeah, of course,
six.
from her, of course.
From, okay.
Sick.
Amazing.
Nice.
So you just, revolver just, 3 consecutive shots, hit, this old lady. Her face looks up at you, neck cracks. She just jumps up on the ceiling and just scurries across. As this is happening, you two, Casey and Nathaniel, you've managed to catch up with the rest of the group. The light illuminating from this giant light that Nathaniel was holding illuminates everything that's going on. During that interaction, I nearly said intercourse, interaction, that will be a body mark for you, Slackjaw.
That's completely fair.
Doc, any idea what that was?
I haven't seen anything quite like it, but I don't think it's from this side of by any means. Something interesting is going on here.
Well, it's nice to see that you guys aren't, we're not the only ones being tricked on right now. We got locked in the cell for a while. Would have been here sooner. Just gonna go to the door that we came in and kind of position the light so it floods into the room, giving us more vision.
Yeah.
Like,
Did you see the old lady in the?
we
Yes.
had a kind of.
You're not gonna believe it. That wasn't my grandmama. That was something. It's like wearing her like a suit. Phew.
Yeah, no, maybe for once in your life you're gonna hear this. You might want to get your gun ready.
You got
It's strange coming from an officer, I know, but still.
Good thing I always carry Shirley. He's gonna bring up old revolver. He's gonna have that for the ready.
Don't know how long the battery on the torch is gonna last. It should be fine. Brand new. I guess it's the safe room for now. But yeah, we got locked in the cell. Cassie had a thing to look under the bed. We took turns watching the door because
Head.
it was more of a. Imagine a head, but without the skull. It was all floppy and that. And once Cass investigated it, it bit his arm. I set it on fire, got it off him, and now we're here. He needs to look at the body.
Yeah, I need that body.
So,
Yeah, and then I'll go over and I'll look for the body from the owner of the wallet, specifically.
For Austin Williams?
That's
yeah,
the
Mr.
one.
Williams.
Yeah. And kind of ignoring everybody else. I'm going to stand over him, feet kind of either side of his waist, and then kind of kneel down and sit on top of him. And then put my hands either side of his head.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to push my thumbs into his eyes, and if anybody else can see why that happens, my eyes then start bleeding profusely. And then, as I do that, head kick back, and I'm going to use my last moments ability. So I take a bleed mark.
Yep.
And yeah, and I just want to see
Okay.
what happened to this body was.
As you peer into this corpse's mind, you see its last moments. Them being him getting the last train home.
Mhm.
Constantly scratching at his neck as he's walking through this alleyway to his house. As he gets to his front door, the keys go in, the door opens, and you see him pull out a knife from his belt. He then goes up to meet his two kids that come running towards him. Quickly gets rid of them. He then walks up to his wife, who is washing the dishes. He reaches around, stabs her in the chest. As she drops to the floor, this next part comes a bit foggy, and you just hear moments of him going, "Oh, what did I do? No, no, I'm dreaming, I didn't do it, I did not do that, I did not do it. And you hear what he heard, a voice. Oh, you did, and you will do so again until we're complete. And he takes that knife, chops up these bodies, sleeps, goes into work the next day. As he does that, you see him stare in front of this old lady at the reception as he slowly starts to pull at his own leg. As he pulls it away, the lady, frantically panicking, digs her hands into her eyes to stop herself from seeing it. Him bleeding, leg not removed, makes his way down to the cells, where you see the elderly gentleman. And you see them have a fight breaks out between them as you're snapped to consciousness, as that's the last thing he saw.
I stand up and I just throw up.
My God, Mr. Hedge, are you okay? Do all authors do this? What's wrong with you?
He murdered his children and wife, and then he's passed it on. Came in, passed it on to the reception, and then he went downstairs to the cells and killed the old man. He started it all.
Wait,
It was him.
does that mean the forensic officers might also be infected with this?
Maybe the receptionist kind of it seemed to happen instantaneously, and then I kind of lost it all.
What about the kid? The boy, how did he die? I mean, the others all have a reason to be here. They all worked here. It makes sense for them to be here. But the boy, why was he here? How did he die? Because so far, that's the only thing that doesn't make sense in my mind.
Who remembers how many bodies there was when you entered this facility?
That was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
As you look now, there's 4.
What's missing?
Wait a minute.
I need a move check from you, Catherine.
That's another 6.
Oh, amazing. You feel this arm wrap around your neck just as you go limp and duck out of it, as there's this boy just standing there, neck snapped completely, head almost a full 180 turned, and you just see him go in to his button shirt he has, and he starts opening it. As he opens it, you see a mouth on the center of his stomach. As this mouth starts to elongate out, the limbs scattered around this precinct, almost like magnets, are drawn to this thing. As this cacophony of blood, noise, cracks connect together on this boy, and he just goes, "What makes you think we're dead?"
Oh, you're about to be fucking dead.
Slackjaw!
He points his gun at him.
Yeah, I need you to make me a control check, please.
Yeah, 100%. I'm just firing off. I'm gonna spend a drive. Oh, wait. Genuine Slackjaw moment. Had to check what number that was. That's a 6, baby.
Okay. You fire round after round. It absorbs these shots, and he's just like, "I need more to be complete." And you
Good.
just
Fire! Yes, keep firing.
okay, yeah.
But sorry, what were you saying?
What are the rest of you doing in this moment?
I kind of survey the area and look for like a large piece of cloth.
There might not be a large piece of cloth, if I'm honest with you. Being
Like
like
curtains open.
no, being like brand
No.
newly open, nothing like that, unfortunately.
Okay. Okay, anything like that that's flammable, maybe. Just
I mean, the clothing of the body parts, I suppose the white sheet that's over them.
yeah.
Doc, do
Okay.
you have alcohol?
I have some with my medical equipment.
Start delting the bodies.
I'm not sure now's the time for a drink, I must be honest.
Please?
You see
Fine,
this
knock yourself out.
figure hunch
so.
over, and fingers appear down his spine as they start to open. From that, you see more arms just stretching out, more legs. just keep going. Just this explosion of ichor and blood. And it just this almost like human spider just starts to make its way towards you.
This cloth that was meant to be around the boy's body, at least, I want to try and pick up and wrap around it.
I'm gonna say make a strike roll.
Can I help him with this in any way?
You could also try to make a strike roll.
Yeah, one side each kind of thing.
Sure, yeah, like I just like sheath Shirley as like, right, and then I'll just try and grab it and help you out.
Yeah, I'm going to do 2 drives for this as well, but help out. That's it.
Okay. Well, my gilded result is a 5, so I'm going to go with also the highest one, thankfully.
So that was a 6, a 5, and a 2.
Okay, so your side, you are successful in trying to wrap this, at least around part of the body. The body is now too big for this to fit back around him. With your mixed success, Slackjaw, you feel one of the hands reach up to your face and pull down. That's another body mark, please.
Ooh.
Is that your third?
That is enough for him to... Yeah, that's the third one. So is it the fourth that knocks him out, or is that me now down?
So you're down now with the third.
Okay.
You just see this arm that goes up, just pulls at the head, and you just see it pull off the flesh on the face. As you've like managed to secure this somewhat around half fit.
I'm gonna try and jump on it and try and push it down against the ground.
Push it. Okay. I'm gonna say, yeah, it's gonna be another strike roll.
I will burn another 1. Drive. Okay. That's another 6 and a 3.
Okay. So yeah, you managed to get on top of it. You're not nowhere near big enough to grab him down. This thing is moving too quickly and it's going too out of control.
Can I try and use the alcohol the doctor gave to like dose the sheets in it?
Yeah, I'm gonna say a move roll.
That's a 1.
As you go close to douse the alcohol on the sheets, this calamity of humanity just next turns towards you. An arm forces its way out of a mouth and just like knocks you down to the ground. So that's a body mark for you. You think you know us? You know nothing.
A little help, please, guys. And I'm just gonna pull the gun and put it like at the back of where the head was.
Okay.
And I guess shoot.
Yeah, I'm gonna say it's gonna be another control roll. Slackjaw.
I'm out, right? I took 3 body.
You are, but however, your face profusely bleeding, skin missing from like half of it. There's like this moment, your grandma comes into your vision and is just like, "Grandma didn't raise no bitch," slaps you, and you just open your eye to see everything that's going on.
And he's gonna charge it.
Yeah.
That was
If there's
gilded
anyone
5.
trying to pin it down, then I'm gonna try and charge it. I'm gonna go for a... So that's, what is a strike? Or what?
Yeah, strike, yeah.
Yeah.
A gilded 5?
Gilded 5, a 6, and a 2.
Okay, so you
Go
shoot,
with the gilded 5.
but it's just eating these bullets, like nothing seems to be putting it down.
Okay. Gilded 4, a 4, and a 6.
Okay. Again, you run, you got it, and like for a moment there's like this pause of both you halting, like getting each other's measure, but then there's just like this as its neck rips open, 2 more arms stretch out and push you backwards, Slackjaw. Doctor.
Could
Yes.
Benny, kind of looking at this creature, kind of try and pinpoint any potential weak spots as an occult researcher,
Okay.
taking a brain mark for any important occult details?
I'm going to say roll a sense roll.
Sure. Yeah, I'll burn 1 drive. That's a 6.
Amazing. From what you gather from your researching into things that go this way, a being such as this can only be put down once its original body has been put down.
So kind of clutching his head in pain as he takes this mark. We need to find the body. Whatever it came from originally, we need to deal with that.
Where is the grandma?
On the back of this, didn't you say it started with the first one, huh?
With Williams. I think at this point, Casey's probably hiding behind a desk or something.
Yeah.
Makes sense. And he's going to open up his book and just start kind of writing down questions that are coming to his head, kind of like, what are you, who are you, what do you want, where do you need to be, and try and communicate.
You want to try and communicate with it? Yeah. I'm going to call that a sense roll as well.
Drive. So 3, 2 4s, and a 6.
Okay. You writing frantically in the book, and you do get answers. Blood drips on your book. For a moment, you look up to see where this blood's coming from, and it's just dripping from your nose. It waves its way into an answer, and the answer is to be whole again, to be complete.
It wants its body, it wants its parts, it wants to be complete again. And then shout this out to everybody. Needs to be whole. Needs to be whole. It wants to be itself.
As you are communicating with him, I am going to say that's going to be a bleed mark for you.
I'm just like riding it like with the sheet wrapped around it. It's like, me too! Give me back my face, you bastard! Grandma didn't raise no bitch! Trying to hold it in place.
Yeah. Nathaniel, with you riding on top, it does buck you off. So it is a body mark for you as you go crashing on the floor.
I'm going to use my Deathify and just, skillfully roll out the way.
Okay.
It's getting out of control, guys. Plan.
I will
Something.
start burning bodies.
Nice.
He said something about stuff being whole. Maybe we have to find the parts first.
I will start with these ones, and I will try and burn the bodies, starting with the one that they identified as the first one.
Okay. As you're doing that, hands coming out of this thing's mouth starts stretching towards your mouth, Slackjaw, and starts to rip open and keep pulling as you start to ignite the flame on this body. There's a moment of pause with this pulling and just
Slackjaw's in like pure rage. The hands are in his mouth trying to pull it open, and he's trying to bite it back shut like he's so bad.
Yeah. You start burning the first body.
Doc, a little help?
Certainly. And going to the ones that Catherine would be going to next and kind of using a scalpel to kind of peel them apart a bit, make sure that the burning can take effect as soon as possible.
As you do that, you notice body parts fall off of this thing.
This one's ready for you.
I'll burn it.
Can I run over and try and get Slackjaw out of the way and just go, hey, it's not looking good, buddy. Let me take over. I'll try and keep his attention. As stupid as that is, I'm just going to try and punch it in the face to get, like, its attention.
Yeah, roll me a strike check.
Is there anything I can do to, like, try and hold it still while he's swinging the punch? So I'm trying to straddle it, and right now it's got its, like, one of its many fingers trying to
I'm going to take this into
open.
Consideration with
Sure.
whether it be in a mixed success or...
Okay.
I will burn 2 drives just to help out with that. That's a 3, that's a 1, that's a 5, so 3, 1, 5.
Okay, so that is a mixed success. So as you punch it, it does like go to chomp down on your hand, but luckily because Slackjaw is holding it in place, it does just slightly miss your hand, so it takes like a chunk out your arm instead. So that's another body mark for you.
No kisses or first aid. Get out of it, buddy. And just trying to pull it away from everybody else, kind of running up the stairs a bit.
Yeah, it's not really something you can move like that sort of thing. It's more you could try and keep it like Slackjaw's doing, keeping it at bay, but it is a mass that is too much for a single person to like try and
So it's
control.
not going to follow or anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
sort of like riding around on top of it, I imagine, with a sheet loosely wrapped around it. I'm wondering, am I even still able to hold on at this point?
It is very tough. As luckily, that punch has distracted the hands enough from like completely ripping your jaw off. But yeah, it's still moving forward as the rest of the bodies get ignited.
Casey, did you find any other bodies down there?
Have a look around. Bodies.
Your memory is a bit shaky, Casey, at best of times. The only thing that does like strike you is that skull in the cell. That's the only thing you can think of that hasn't been set on fire.
The face mask, head, hood, the head downstairs. I can't.
We gotta do it.
Decide quickly!
And then Casey will run
Okay.
head to the cell. And he's not athletic, so
You got a lighter?
He doesn't hear that. He just goes.
Make me a move check, please.
Cool. So. A 1.
Okay, as you go running past this thing, it does like slash at your back with one of the arms, a mark of body for you, but you do manage to like just stay on your feet and you keep going, just keep running. You trip down like the last few stairs, but you do get back to that one cell.
Cool. And I will find the floppy face mask.
Yep. Which is like that is completely burnt, that floppy face mask, but there's still the skull.
Cool. So and okay, so pick up the skull.
Yeah, as you pick up this skull, you see embedded into like the front part, or like the cranial part, just like right here, is just like this a resting place where a spider would sit.
Look under the bed again. Is there a spider?
There would be. Like, as you take the skull, it's just like slowly trying to get back into the skull.
Oh, cool. I'll let it in. I'll put it in.
Yeah, it connects onto the skull.
Does it do anything?
It just stays on the skull, and you just feel like the air drop, and it becomes cooler.
You probably start shouting, "I've got it!" And then I run back upstairs.
Okay. As you all run back upstairs, this mass now, you see Slackjaw get knocked over again as this thing, and it like also sends out like 4 of its hands just like knock you back, Nathaniel, and it starts to charge at you, Doctor, and Catherine, just as you come running back up the stairs with the skull.
And I'll probably see it running and be like, is this what you want? And I'll shout at the creature.
Give it to us.
Destroy it!
Smash it!
Come and get it.
Get up, Mr. Hedge!
Fucking destroy it!
It just like starts charging. These feet, hands, legs, just like a ball of flesh and limbs just like come crawling towards you.
Yeah, and I'm not strong enough to break the skull. So as it gets really close, I'm going to throw it towards the rest of the group.
Okay.
And
I'm
then
gonna go
Flying through the air.
then just hold my pen out towards it.
I'm gonna
The idea that I haven't got time to move out of the way,
Yeah.
I'm literally last minute.
Yeah, so that is going to collide with you. That's going to be a body mark as these hands just start to claw and slash. And,
Yeah, I'm down.
just start to pull apart at the throat. Just start to try and rip out your throat. Hands dig in. That'll be a control roll for trying to shoot the skull in the air.
Jesus. Oh, that's a 6, 2, and 3.
Okay, so you in the air, and it just like hits it, but doesn't like destroy it. You just like kind of skim the top of it. But that hit does like stop the amalgamation of limbs pulling out Casey's throat.
I mean, like, if he's attacking Mr. Hedge, Slackjaw's running over there to try and get him off him.
Yep.
Like, he's going to try and intervene. You leave Mr. Hedge alone! He's going to try and just intervene. He's going to try and tackle where the connection's happening to Mr. Hedge.
I'm gonna say you're just gonna like proper full-on rugby tackle this.
100%. Yeah, I'm just he's
charge,
massive.
yeah.
I'm just all my force as possible just
Yeah.
to even distract it. So let's give that a shot.
I will take my high heel, go to the skull, and try and smack it with a heel.
Strike roll for smashing the skull.
So
That's a
my
2.
2.
Ooh, just make a little
The heel breaks!
holes with it. That for me was a 5, and Gilded 4, I guess.
Okay, so you do manage to tackle this thing off of Casey, but you completely like bang your head off the ground as this happens, so you're down again.
That's fine.
As that happens.
I'm gonna go over to the other side of the room, the big portable floodlight that I brought.
Yeah.
Take it over to the skull and just both hands smash down on it.
Okay, strike roll.
Oh, I'll burn my left drive. Come on.
Can I keep my hands to keep the skull steady and help him?
Yeah.
I don't care if it hurts my hands. At this point, I just want the skull broken.
While that's happening, Casey's kind of, now the thing's off him in a delirium, and he's now gone to a world of dream and unknown reality. He's just kind of like grabbing around in any like blood and guts or ichor that he can find. He's just shoving it into his throat to try and put it all back. As he just...
Perhaps I should have a look at that. And we'll go over to him, kind of
Okay.
pull him out of the way and do what she can.
Amazing.
Probably try to say thanks, but just go... Everything he shoved in there just then goes out.
6 and a 4.
Okay, so you do manage to smash it. You will take a body mark in the instance, Catherine, as it like smashes down on your hands. As this skull smashes, you just see this thing just limbs start to drop off of it, and as they drop and hit the ground, they just turn into that pile of inky, washing up liquid consistency as it just all melts away into that. Just this horrible sucking and cracking of bones as it just melts back into this ichor.
After that, I'm going to get up, run over to Slackjaw, and for the first time in his career, be like, I can't believe I'm doing this. Pick him up and try and bring him over to the doctor. Like, come on, big guy. You're not dying on us yet.
You're going to pick Slackjaw up?
Best I can. Yeah.
All right, man. I mean, he's just dead weight. He's just like this big lug of a guy.
Just the adrenaline of just you're not dying.
Yeah, fair. Actually, fair. Yeah.
It's more of a drag across the floor than a pickup, but as you get his body over to the dock, a few days later, you're sitting in a room, quite a nice room. Nice red velvet chairs, a nice porcelain tea pot in the center of the room, 5 teacups. Slackjaw now has this scar that covers half his face. Doc did a pretty good job on it, but it's still just this horrible scar, covers half his face. Completely lost one of the eyes with this incident. Casey has these claw marks that go into like lines on his throat. Talks with a slight rasp now as he speaks. But successful, traumatic. Your first mission as the Crimson Bond was successful. And as you all sit drinking tea, you will wait that phone call for your next outing. And that's where we end the session tonight.
All right.
And
ow. Why'd you take my face?
Yeah, and that's where we end tonight. And yeah, we will catch you in our next session.